Hello, everyone. My name is Wade the Wobby, and welcome back to another live stream documentary. Ooh. So, I decided to basically wanted to make a stream about the history of mixed up history. What I mean about that is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some history points that are out of the ordinary, that are mixed up. It can be war, but still, we're gonna start not way back. We're gonna start maybe about let's say 1993 or 8, whatever the Soviet Union broke up. All right, so we're gonna start when the Soviet Union broke up, and so after basically it started off when the Soviet Union finally made their chance of, public. Well, I should say, um, it first starts off with all this chaos started to happen. When this was happening, after all of that stuff was happening back in the Soviet Union, all of a sudden, in like a flicker like that, turned into Russia. Now, before, when Stalin, actually, never mind, that was way back. Before, whatever person that was running, Russia at that time, uh, basically, they were, um, I'm so sorry. Okay. Soviet Union, and there was the Mir space station. Now, when Soviet Union was around there was a point of interest at that timeline. Now, Mir space station, when it was actually in orbit, there was the Soviet Union broke up, turned into Russia. So every time that I talk about anything about Soviet Union, you mean that I'm talking about Soviet Union when back at that time, when that was before. Oh, cool. I was planning this, but I didn't know it was going to be yawning all the time. So, a space station. Back in 1993, whatever it was, if I'm wrong, then I'm not correct. There was a Mir space station, and when the Soviet Union broke up, there was problems. There was a lot of components on the Mir space station that were misaligned. I'm just saying that just to make it cool. And when the Russians came around, this was a change. Now, let's fast forward in the year 2000. I wasn't born yet, so, but this is when the time, But yeah, okay. There was, when I'm just going to say Soviet, but Russia. Russia was, kind of depressed and a bit out of shape after that broke up. So they're just packing their bags and starting, cleaning up the mess after that broke up. Riot started. I have no idea what happened. Something happened. It's just confusing. They just exploded. I don't know. Just pretend it did just explode and it just bam. So when the Mir station was orbiting, technology was booming. But it wasn't booming as quickly. It was still booming, but it was still stuck at the same rate. But it was still cameras and stuff were actually, making a comeback. But there's another thing that was catastrophic. And the reason why I call these mixed history is I'm talking about things that normally don't mix to each other, such as the Kursk. I'm not just talking about space history. I'm also talking about all history that I like. So we also have the Kursk. If you've never heard of it, the Kursk was a big submarine. Now this actually made to a movie, but the movie is not accurate. There's a lot of documentaries. Sadly, some of them accounts have been terminated from stupid copyright, but hey, they have the owners of it, but still. Yeah, but normally you don't get to see that free access, but they want their money, so I'm just gonna have to relay that. So that's what copyright's for. But we're not talking about copyright. We're talking about history. Um, when the Soviet ooh, I'm so sorry that I'm yawning so much. It's just I've been talking a lot. And okay, so what was I? What was I? I forgot what was I. It's just the worst stream ever. I can't plan. I was thinking about just talking, but when I have something I have here, I normally don't talk about it. And it just gets embarrassing. The Kursk submarine. Now, when there was back in 2000, somewhere, I think it was in January, I think, there was a torpedo called the Fat Lady torpedo. I think that's what it's called. And it started being, I don't like this. So chemicals reacted. It uses I bet YouTube's gonna terminate me for saying this because that's but no, this is actually just that was back in time. So really, it's just don't try it. I think it was. I'm not an expert of demolition. I'm an expert of rockets and making but just know about fuels. But these were weapons, and they were called torpedoes. And the Fat Lady torpedo used, which I did not know this was explosive. Oxygen is explosive. That's why the space shuttle used liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and it's a very safe combustion. If you mix it together, it's actually a really big. It's not like an explosion. It actually is a smooth, loud bang. It's not a. You cannot even use it as I should say a weapon because it's basically just oxygen and hydrogen, and they don't like each other when they're liquid. Because just different. How could they make liquid hydrogen? Or is it nitrogen? It has to be hydrogen. Never mind. Space shuttle, right there. Yeah, I believe the gaseous oxygen up here, if I'm saying it right, and that's why you saw there is a cup, the ventilation, because it's a gas and it is vented. So when the Kursk was around, this is a very, very interesting. I love this one because it's really interesting story. The Kursk was a submarine that was developed by actually Russia. I have no idea. If you know about it, you know about it. If you watch the movie, I think on Netflix, it's some of it is not accurate. I don't know why, but yeah. Again, on YouTube, there's a lot of documentaries about the Kursk, and they do explain it. Low quality, but still, they show real stuff, and it was very sad. It's just a sad, tragic thing. It's just these people were inside, and they suffered from hypoxia or basically just suffocate. But it's not like you're being tortured by fire. But some of them were not lucky. They were not like a smooth death of slowness. You have two choices. Would you rather die from, I should say, being on the cross? For you out there that know about you. But I'm an atheist, so that doesn't matter to you guys. People that are religious are triggered. Hell, it's America. It's free of religion. So yeah. But yeah, it's just, there's stuff more. There's worse stuff that you can get tortured. Why am I talking about torture? I'm supposed to be a good. YouTube is not going to like that. I have no idea. I feel like everything is bad, which it is. Everything is bad. You think America is great and beautiful? It's beautiful, but it's not great. As an American citizen, it's right now, you should go stay in your country for right now. I know it's bad, and you're living in a home. I have no idea where you're living at. I don't know. We're back at the Kursk. I'm losing my head. Oh, man. So, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Hypoxia. So, what happened? So, the Fat Lady torpedo exploded. It caused explosion, and all the torpedoes inside destroyed the front bow of the submarine. Then, what do you have? Exploding. Now, this was actually a training operation back in 2000. What I heard from the documentaries on YouTube, stop it. Are you going to charge or not, you stupid battery? Sorry. So, yeah. Big, massive explosion. And we are in a submarine. It's not good, but it's a nuclear submarine. So, all the people that were back in the nuclear generator, it was shielded, so it was protected. And it actually, the entire back end survived. And a lot of the people actually stayed, but they were thinking about they were rescued. But if it was for that pre-Soviet stuff, when that Soviet broke up, all the money was spent. It was just destroyed. So the Soviets, the Russians were like, something terrible is not right. Something's not right. And since it was a training, it took them a while to figure out that something was terrible. So later on, I don't know. So they decided to bring and rescue these submarines that were designed to dock to the Kursk. And the batteries on there, and actually in the movie, it does explain that the batteries just died. So they had to raise up again below the tanks, or whatever you could call it. And it was very, very, but they were kind of skittish. They were kind of, not skittish, they were very strict. They really didn't, since Putin was away, they really didn't know, they really didn't have any choice of progress. So Britain was like, hey, we have this cool diving bell thing. Maybe we could put it to use. They're like, no, we got this. Let's go. Hey, let me say Russian voice. We got this. We got this. We no wonder. Okay, but okay. That sounds Australian. I'm not good. I'm American. I just so. So, what now? People are trapped in there. They can't get out. So people actually wrote letters and stuff. Very tragic. In the movie, it did explain. So some of the stuff in the movie was accurate, but some of the stuff wasn't. So yeah, let me go fast forward. If you really want to know more about what happened, just look it up. Look up Kursk. You will learn more interesting things. And watch the movie. I think it was on Netflix. I can't remember. Or Amazon. I cannot remember. Amazon and Netflix seem to be the same. I always get them mixed up. If you haven't... Jeff Bezos, why you have to do this? I know you're having a rocket thing, and and then you have Elon Musk, and then the other guy from Rocket. What are you talking about, Wade? Rocket stuff. That's what I do. You do rocket stuff? Yeah, it's a web. No. So, okay, I was finally born on January 15, 2001. Great. Blah, blah, blah. Then we have 9/11. And I'm not sure, but I wasn't the person that built it, so I'm just going to have a guess. In early 2003. So, NASA was like, after the success of the Mars Pathfinder, am I saying that right? Mars Pathfinder lander with its Sergio rover. After the success back in 1990 something, whatever, a guy that was so happy, and NASA and JPL were like, maybe we should upgrade a bit. And they probably had this idea for a while since that happened. However, they did actually have a plan to put another Sager rover. It was called the Mars something. I think it was the Odyssey. I forgot, but it was a weird lander, and it had it was a. So basically, it was the Millennium Program, and it was basically you have the Mars Pole Lander, the Mars Climate Orbiter, the Mars Global Surveyor. And you have all these ones that launched at almost the same time. Of course, on the Delta rocket, because that's the only rocket that was useful until 2018, which was the last launch. Hey guys, until the Atlas rocket, which they're good. So NASA and JPL were or Jet Propulsion Laboratory, they're like, okay, JPL is like, let's try something let's try another rover or two rovers on different side of them on the planet Mars. And, NASA is having a low budget because basically, Wernher von Braun wanted to go to Mars. And after that, we basically went to depression. When Nixon, I think, NASA's like, do you want to use a space shuttle or you want to go to Mars or the moon? And he was like, fine, space shuttle. Wernher von Braun was depressed. He was so depressed he even just died early. That's just depressed. And so we instead used the most expensive thing in the world, space shuttle, which basically was supposed to be cheap, but it wasn't. That was a big mistake. Dumbest mistakes. So yeah, NASA with Jet Propulsion Laboratory was like, all right, we got to figure something out. Okay, let's create these two called the Mars Exploration Rover, MER. So they were built in 2003 or somewhere around there. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I've probably seen the Atlas rocket. No, wait, the Delta rocket. When I was young, I saw a picture. I believe that was, I saw the rocket and it had the, cool stages and stuff. That was back in time. So at least I think that was that probably was the more, because that was back in 2000. I have no idea. My hair looks freaky if you know it. I was gonna shave. I need a shave. So we have the MERs. Two of them were named Spirit and Opportunity. Oh, by the way, back to the that weird lander I was talking about with the. After the failure of the Mars Pole Lander, they canceled a program that was, Mars Surveyor? I think that's what it's called. I can't remember, but it had the Surveyor rover on it. So they canceled that, and they used the same parts to make the Mars Phoenix lander. So they used the same parts for, to go to the North Pole, to the North Pole of Mars, and to see if there was water, but the water had chemicals it's weird. When they put them in the ovens, it was, it was weird. But there was water. Yeah, water on Mars. It didn't last long because the sun was just getting lower and lower. Because it was on the poles, it was getting lower and it was going to be dark. Very dark. So dark. Cold. And the Mars Phoenix lander finally, it was launched in 2007. And landed, in 2008 or whatever. Somewhere around there, and survived in, I should say, months. And I saw this documentary on YouTube about, about all that stuff. And I learned a lot about it and its style. Check out my Mars playlist. You'll learn everything from to newest to oldest. So yeah, you probably will give an idea, some, I should say, videos and streams about everything or even anything with the word Mars. Basically, anything with the word Mars or anything associated with Mars is there. You probably look there. Why is that there? Unless if you let me know that if there's a video that is not supposed to be there, like if it's something like not furry, like anything that is on my playlist that you find out, please let me know in the comments or Twitter, because I want to keep that organized. I would love you guys to know to I don't open to collaborations, but I really wanted to, because I had sometimes I add a playlist accidentally, because once you press the add playlist, it automatically goes to the last playlist you added. So sometimes it's stuck to that, or sometimes I'm not paying attention and it goes to the wrong playlist, not going to like Mercury missions or Mars missions or any of those playlists. What? Yeah. So yeah, leave me no comments. Yeah, Mars exploration rovers and blah blah blah. Let's fast forward. In 2008, there was a release from Left 4 Dead, a Valve game. In 2009, Left 4 Dead 2 was released. It was a big deal back in time. In 2010, I'm guessing that the Deepwater Horizon got destroyed and killed everything. I think it was 2011. And then in 2012, then something happened. Costa Concordia just hit the rock with the most douchebag ever Italian loser, not bright, stupid. I am sorry if YouTube doesn't like this, but he was actually kind of not smart in a way that, he is in jail. So I don't know if he still is. And he was the captain of, and even they were speaking Italian words and saying, "You better help those people." He didn't like, what reason why I call him a dick, or not dick, a guy that didn't care. He just was like, "Oh, maybe I should just go to a little boat and go to the coast." Little did I know that I was abandoning ship. If you're the captain of this ship, you have to stay on there until everybody's gone, or just sink, or just go with the ship. It's even better. Just go with your ship, sink with it, and die, I guess. Make sure no one's on board until you are the last person. No, he didn't. He just went by and just like, whoop, 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 and then, they catch him like, "What the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to," Coast Guard's like, "You're supposed to help them off the ship. Get on that ship. What are you doing? Get on the ship." And then Italian curse words. So yeah. Yeah, but still not funny. I know. I just, it's just how funny when it's a different language, But yeah, he was just basically the reason why they crashed is, you probably heard about this, but I'm just gonna say it if you don't know. They were just going sightseeing, and apparently, in, I should say, other cases, but I'm not clearly sure who is who, and stuff. But I heard that people say that he was, making out and doing other stuff that normally captains should not do, because yeah, he's supposed to be a captain. He's supposed to do work, not going to a lady, doing other stuff that normally should not actually be accurate. No, you're a captain of the ship and you're supposed to do things, not fooling around. You could do that later, all right, when you're off the ship and you have your own home, not in a public. Yeah, still, if you're a captain of a ship, don't do that. Don't, just do it at your home, all right? It's more better. make sure the window's closed because I don't want people coming in and be like, okay, I'm leaving. If we're reference from that, if you watch that funny airplane movie, it's called Airplane with exclamation point. It's on Netflix. Go find. It's funny. And I'm sorry, it's inappropriate. But yeah, it's funny. You gotta watch it. It's so funny, so hilarious. Even the pilot made a hit, Hollywood versus reality. It was funny. It's funny. I love the part where the inflatable autopilot. I know how to fly an airplane, guys. I know how to fly, sort of. I don't even have a fly. Neil Armstrong actually flew before he even went into a car. I was getting Neil and Buzz's face mixed up. For some reason they seemed alike. And did you know that one of my, and so I have no idea, but my grandpa Chester, he actually had tea or coffee privately with this true story. If you don't believe me, that's okay, but this is real because when my mom told me this, I'm like, really? Because my grandpa, he died in 1999 from bone marrow transplant. He had cancer, and they were trying to figure out to get rid of it. It was a failure. My mom was depressed when it happened because and then I came around. So smart and intelligent. And people call me noob. That's fine. If people call me noob, I'm used to that. Because if you're a noob, that means someday you become a noob. It's just, why? If you call a person a noob. Wow, I'm getting way off topic. I bet you're like, I'm not following you. I don't get it. I'm sorry. But I guess it will get better soon. I'm still young. I'm still growing up. All right, just listen to me. I'm still growing. Back then, I was really young. I shouldn't start a YouTube when I was really young, but I really wanted to back in 2015. So yeah, that's the thing. And it was interesting me growing up. And but now since I'm 19, it's just. But really, I should say that my age should be still be 16 because my autism does weird things to the brain. It doesn't connect to some stuff. That's why you sometimes would see me. Well, I usually hide it, but usually in behind the scenes, I usually have this. And usually, if you actually luckily see me sweaty, it's nothing to do with anything that you would think it is. It's actually just called stimming. Nothing sexual. I promise you, it's not. And I'm jumping around and stuff. I don't usually do it because in public, it just kind of. Because when I see myself, when this stream actually ends, it looks embarrassing. So that's why I learned my lesson to not stim. And so yeah, pretty much. But I usually, get my. But it also is exercise. When I'm sweaty, you get exercise. It's a weird way to have exercise. Wow, I'm really off topic. All right, so let's just ignore that and let's just go to Concordia. That was interesting. And 2012. Back in 2012, my first evidence of wanting to be a YouTuber. And I didn't know how to make a channel. Years later, I got Minecraft. It was fun. And years later, 2014, I went to the freaking Nevada desert with, stuff with Las Vegas. Oh, man, that was the best. Because, I live in Illinois in the Midwest. And when you have everything, you have all the season. When it snows, it snows. To be honest with you, the Midwest is strange. When it goes to winter, it sometimes gets like snowy. Then all of a sudden, it's like 70 degrees out. All of a sudden, it's -4 degrees. It's how it is. It's weird. You want to live here? Yeah. If you like winter, summer, I like winter. I would like to go Alaska. Alaska. I wonder I wonder if a YouTuber, because I never met anybody that's from Alaska and a YouTuber. It's just weird. It's just like there's no technology that I know of. I mean, yeah. Well, I have to go to Canada. Why do I have an angry face to Canada? Sorry, Canadians. I like your tea and your honey. By the way, if you have chicken and honey, you think it would not do good together? Trust me. If you're Canadian, you probably know what I'm talking about. And you're probably like, you're not Canadian. You're American. How do you know that? It's delicious. With chicken. Oh my God. With the honey. My mom tasted that when she was at Canada. It was just delicious. You have to try it. Honey and chicken. Oh my God. Like golden. It's just like, oh man. Makes me want to eat it. It's so good. It's just dip, and just eat it. It's just so good. But yeah, of course, you got maple syrup. That's why there's a freaking maple flag. Canadian. By the way, the reason why Dad went to Canada, but hey, I don't care. He never goes, let's go. I never been to Canada. The only place I've been is America, and that's where I've been. I've probably been to other states, but I'm not going to count. I only would count states that I only set foot in. That's when I claim it, or I should say conquer it. I've never been to Maine. I've never been to pretty much a lot of the states, but I've been to Nevada and Arizona. Never been to California. Never been to Alaska. Never been to Mexico, which I've never been to New Mexico. Why am I saying Mexico is it? Never mind. You get the idea. I'm saying I've never been. Okay, that's a stupid question. I've never been. Okay, why am I saying that? Let's just continue on with our story. Then finally, in 2014, later, just years later, I started furry fandom. Back in 2015. I started YouTube in 2015. 2016, my computer exploded, lost everything. 2017, when Oh, by the way, the moon solar eclipse, I saw that. It was perfect. I even have recording of it. Actually, it was re-upload because my other cat got terminated. God damn it, YouTube. Why you have to be? God damn it, Bobby. So, yeah. And then 2017. And, yeah. Then 2018. 2018 sucks for some reason. 2019, yeah, sucks. And oh, by the way, let me go back a little bit. Back in on May 5th, 2018, the Mars InSight lander was launched. And it was actually planning on going launched in 2016, but they moved it up. And then we do have another history in this year, 2020, the Mars 2020 rover, hence the name. It should be called Mars 2021, but it's called Providence rover, and it's Ingenuity, quote unquote, helicopter. So history ends there because what happened just now, if you see that reference from Spaceballs, there's one little thing. Basically, it's saying this is now. What am I even talking about? Well, if you watch Spaceballs, it's funny. It's basically just making fun of Star Wars or something, and then you have and then it has a little bit of Star Trek in it. I can't believe they add that in. Actually, there was a lot of references on YouTube, and that's why I watched it on Netflix, because I'm like, May the sports be with you. There's like Easter eggs and stuff in games. I'm like, I don't know. And then I watch, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So that's why. And then you have airplane, and then yeah, that's just great. Sorry, I had to mute the freaking. You know. Okay. So yeah, I should add more things, but I just couldn't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna shave because it feels weird. By the way, Battlefield 1, I still play it. I haven't played any other game, and the the most ridiculous thing that I do, ooh, that basically I do is I can't believe I just leave it on because you know, I have to quit. Yeah, I'm actually curious. I really want to. Let me put this on the side. Whoa. Gets. Let's bring up Steam. I like how this. I'm so hungry. I need some food or else I'm going to die. Wrong one, Wade. Oh, I got a notification. What is. What is. What is this? Ooh, why is it loading so slow? Where's my face? There's my face. It's so bright and happy. I had a dream about Star Trek Q. It was strange. Yeah, I have no idea. If you know what I'm talking about, you have to watch. This game is dead. I like how. Okay, let me go back to what is it called? Battlefield 1. Wow, I got 12 achievements. Oh, by the way, yeah, screenshot. Whoa, French warhead. Look at all those achievements. Look at all those achievements. Look at all of them. Wow. Ha 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 ha. We got French Corp DLC. Oh, by the way, I already. Is there any more DLCs? Yeah, I guess I got them all because I have premium. Oh, yes. Yes, I love it. Add comments because why not? It. Hold on. Put my feet down. Paws down. It is a fun game to play. Explanation point. You ready? Close review. Wow, I already have 76 hours. It lets you know how long I've been playing it. And have it long, like, on, usually. Oh, yeah, I have screenshots. Maybe, like, post these. Wow. Yeah, just wow! Like the wow signal from, you know. Come on, there we go. You guys can look at it when it's, look at that. Wow! Okay, I'm actually get because I have these. Oh yeah, 1% health. That's a lucky number. Wow, that's a good screenshot. There's a guy that died in the background. Wow, 7 achievement. Oh, men support. We are French. That's all we do. We're French people. We are French. Oh man, I need to eat some buffed up, thick Minecraft Steve. Yep, that seems about right. Ugh. I have no idea what. Oh man, I miss my dad. I missed him since 2018. Really? Has he been that gone for that long? Yeah. Oh, he's been gone for 3 years. That's depressing with that goddamn cube. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just letting you guys, on the hook. You know, hang on, let me think. This one is my favorite. Hang on, let me give you the link right here. Check that. It's just. I'm gonna leave. All right. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Au revoir.